Irma's Original has been a staple for quality Tex-Mex food for more than 30 years. But when COVID-19 meant fewer people downtown, their business took a big hit. Here's their story.
For somebody who's never been to the restaurant called Irma's, you will find here people that are very welcoming, good home-cooked meals, good atmosphere, and good service, and aiming to please. Everybody loves the mole poblano. My husband and my mom always thought I was a good cook, so I decided to open up a little place and cook just like home, like when my mother used to cook for us on Sunday. Before the pandemic, Irma's was doing well. Our sales were up. The Astors were doing great. And we thought business was good forever. You know, we have been affected by the pandemic very bad. Our sales were nothing this past year. I had to lay off people, and it hurt me. It was very sad to see my place empty. I thought, when is it going to be over? But it just kept on going for almost a year.
For generations, family-owned restaurants have been the heart and soul of our communities.
We never dreamed that we would be picked by the Restaurant Recovery to be be on the show. We got a lot of help from Todd, fixing our patio. They gave us furniture, umbrellas, landscaping, margarita machine, refrigerator. Well, this is a fountain that Todd did for us, and he kind of shocked us with it, and it was a pleasant memory for us. So it's not only a remembrance to my husband, it's a treasure.
Irma, she certainly is a legend, and all she wants is for visitors to go and check out that brand new patio. If you'd like to connect with her in the restaurant, we do have a link on the Scene on Houston Life section of our website. And in the meantime, we are joined by that Todd who helped with the fountain, the man who helped Irma's Original and many other family-owned restaurants across the country bounce back after COVID-19. Todd, it is great to see you. Todd Graves. We should point out, too, you were the founder of Raising Cane's Chicken. I met you a couple years ago, but let's talk about how you rallied your celebrity friends with this brand new Discovery Plus show, Restaurant Recovery. How did it all start?
Well, when the pandemic started, Raising Cane's actually went up in sales because we have the drive-through format, but that didn't feel so good because we were taking that business from these independent, family-owned businesses like Irma's, and because they were predominantly dine-in, they didn't have that drive-through format. So I've done TV before and see the power of it. So came up with the concept Restaurant Recovery, hired a production crew, and started right away going to try to help 10 different restaurant owners in 10 different markets. And man, it really felt good because we were able to help out these great family restaurants through a very tough time.
Well, and Irma's story, sadly, I mean, this is so common for restaurateurs around the country. You mentioned all these different markets. You shot the show in LA, Dallas, Chicago, Phoenix, Denver, Vegas, Houston. I mean, how did you end up choosing Irma's here in town?
Well, it's very tough, right? Because we basically did an application process, kind of a casting process. And there were so many exceptional restaurants in need. But Irma's story really stuck out to me because you have this wonderful Hispanic family and a mother that's loving but very also industrious. She loses her husband on New Year's Eve, terrible murder, and she's got to support her family, right? She loses her job at the furniture store across from where Irma's is now, because it closed down. And so what does she do? She takes over a sandwich shop, turns it into a taco shop, and later turns to the institution that Irma's is. And she's a treasure, as you know, and Irma's is a treasure. And these places need to be preserved because if they go away, they get replaced by a chain or a high-rise, and we have enough of those. We got to preserve these great family restaurants, and Irma's is worth helping and worth saving.
Todd, what I think is really cool about what you're doing, of course, you host this show, but you have invested money back into these restaurants, about $100,000 per restaurant. Is that right?
Yeah, and some I blew the budget on because the needs were just there. You know, it takes a lot of money to do what you have to do to relaunch a restaurant, do things right. So, for example, at Irma's, obviously the patio is a great place to service customers during COVID-19, right? Outdoors, separated. But their patio was so run down, you don't make much money in the restaurant business. And then they were draining all their savings because they're keeping their people employed. And business basically went to nothing in downtown Houston. And so we were able to do the things and the improvements they needed to generate more sales and even higher profitability sales, doing the margarita machines outside, having a space for live entertainment and bringing people in to come back downtown just to basically give them the sales they needed.
Which is so great because you're not just helping these businesses bounce back, you're helping them bounce back better than ever. Before I let you go, Todd, the show is streaming now on Discovery Plus, and it looks like, is that Bun B on the screen there? You had some celebrity appearances. What can we expect? Who can we expect to see?
Yeah, I mean, look, along my chicken finger adventures in life, I've met some really interesting people and made some great friendships. And some of these big celebrities, Snoop Dogg and Shaquille O'Neal, Rob Schneider, all these people I've met, they're big celebrities, but their hearts are even bigger. And so when I called them about helping these restaurants in these different communities, their communities, the ask was easy and the answer was immediate yes. And they all came out to help out these restaurateurs, not only to lift their spirits and add their celebrity power, they also came in and really helped with ideas for the business, which was really neat.
Well, Todd Graves, thank you so much for supporting our community with Raising Cane's. I know you guys are helping out in all kinds of ways. The show is called Restaurant Recovery. A reminder to our viewers, it is now available, now streaming on Discovery Plus. Todd, it's great to see you.
Great to see you again, and thanks for the exposure for the show and for Irma's.
Absolutely. And for more information, you can visit our website, HoustonLife.tv. Looking forward to tuning in. Now let's send things over to Lauren Kelly, who has